First look at the beach since Hurricane Ian came through. You can see that already that a lot of the dunes are gone. I would call that, since I was here in July, 10 feet of the dunes that direction towards the water tower. And the same here, you can see how that's all gone. Looks like they've got steps still. And we still have our steps to the cottages. Those look like they were just rebuilt, actually. That's new. So they rebuilt those already after Ian. These ones are missing. And these ones both survived. But look at the dunes. They're gone all the way up to that house. A lot of these are gone as well. Completely gone. No more dunes. That's the wall around their pool. But their steps survived. And so did these ones. But you could never see under these houses from the beach before. Steps are crooked. So now you can see clear under the houses. And then the high rise, it looks good, but again, the dunes are all the way back. I mean, that's 20 feet. The dunes used to be out to where these fence posts are left in the sand. Yeah, could never walk back here before. I mean, in 15 years, they've had these dunes built all the way out past where I'm walking. And so now, also you can see right into the bottom floor of the high rise where parking is. Nope, never before. Since it was built 35 years ago, approximately at this point. And their steps are gone. So if you come down to stay in high rise, right now, you don't have steps to get to the beach. I'm gonna keep walking out to the point. So, I'm passing the high rise. We've got our first house. These are all one single street with the inlet on the back side and the beach on the front side of them here. And that's the first house. And as you can see, steps are gone. Their walkway is destroyed. And the steps are just completely gone. And the dunes, I mean, that's 20 feet of dunes. Gone. It's all these houses the whole way down to the point, as far as I can see. They've lost their walkways and their steps. And their dunes. The protection from the ocean for them. house after house, every single one of them is destroyed. Well, not the house, but their walkway and their steps to the beach. Here I am. I'm on about the 7th house. Their walkways are either completely gone or just hanging. And the dunes, like I said, easily 20 feet is gone. If you know the island, you know that there's a family of fox. They had a path, looks like about where the dunes now begin. That was about where their path was before. It was about 20 feet into the dunes. So if you know the island, then you know where the fox's path was. And then you can understand how much of the dunes are gone. That house was already being worked on prior to Ian. Looks like all the houses held up well. Sure, their pools are all full of sand. So here you go. Here we have one of the houses that built their fence up to where their dunes were. They probably dug into the dunes, it looks like, a bit. They built a fence for a basketball court, it looks like. Never saw that before. It was all hidden by the dunes before. Gosh. And again, walkway just hanging. There's some electrical wire out here. They must have had a light all the way to the steps. I hope that's turned off. These steps are rebuilt since Ian. It's been about a month since Ian. So they might live here year round, which is why they rebuilt their steps, but they're the only ones so far that have rebuilt. It's low tide right now. They've got a lot more beach than they had when I was here in July. You can see the high tide looks like it brings up the water right to where the small hill is. Let's see. So this looks like about the high tide mark from this morning. And there's a look back at the houses. There's a landing from one of the houses that was torn out. Cement at the bottom of the pilings. Like I said, as I keep walking, it's every single house, the steps are gone. Somebody came along here and picked up what they could salvage from the storm. That house has some roof damage. And just pile of wood. I think that the storm just left that like that. I don't think anybody's done that. And again, look, there's no dunes left. You can almost see under their houses again. Dunes were out further than this. Further than where I'm walking. Those aren't steps. That's the walkway. Walkway probably came out beyond the dunes, maybe 20 feet. And now all the dunes beneath are gone. Never saw this pool before. The dunes shielded it. Looks like they're already working on the pool though, but full of sand. I'm not going to walk up there. Let's see what I can see. Here, they had steps that came off of that gazebo, and obviously a walkway that led to it, and that's all gone. You could see into their pool as well. And now we're getting down to the last few houses. Oh, it looks like somebody's steps survived. Here with the sandbags, this is where this is the first house with sandbags. I think it's fourth from the end. Look at that, their steps survived. Yay for them. So it looks like their pools and dunes were protected. Hopefully because of the sandbags that they spend so much money on. See more roof damage up there. And their steps have survived. So that's two sets that have survived down at the point. Yeah, they're okay. These ones look like they mostly survived, but you can tell they've already worked on them. Looks like that bottom level is what needed repaired. And here's the house on the end. They have some steps still intact. Wow. Now, keep in mind it is low tide, but there's a lot more sand down here on the point than there was in July. Looks like you could almost walk over to sunset. There's sunset. So the inlet is filled with a lot of sand. Here we are walking around the point. Now, it has changed a lot. I cannot believe how shallow it is now. 35 years, I've never seen it like this. I don't even know if they could get maybe a jet ski. They're not going to get a boat up to their dock anymore. Again, there's sunset. I'm about to upset all these birds. but I want to walk over and see how much water there is between us and sunset. I'm walking where we used to have to swim to get from Ocean Isle to Sunset. There's a little tiny bit of water. Water is pulled up here a little bit. Sorry guys. So I'm standing at the edge of Ocean Isle and I'm looking at the people on Sunset who are fishing and walking. So you can see there maybe a football field worth of water, maybe, between Ocean Isle and Sunset. The tip of Ocean Isle. Hope you enjoyed a look in case you're familiar with the island and you're not able to get back right now. At least you have an idea of what's happened. Subscribe to what's next. We're headed out next week on our big cruise for this fall. Find out where we go. It's really awesome.